Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my dear friend. And let's see where your energies are for this weekend and the energies of the person that you're connecting with. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, my dear friend, I love the energies. You got the Two of Wands and the King of Swords energy here. So you're definitely making plans, making big decisions that are going to affect you for a really long time ahead. So for some of you, you could be having these big conversations with your significant other about how do you see your life in the future? What kind of things do you need to leave behind? And what kind of things you need to integrate into your life in order to have a much more successful union between you and this person that you're connecting with. And I also feel like for some of you, you definitely have a goal in mind, whether it's like surrounding money or surrounding some kind of division of responsibilities in your household. And that's what you're trying to convey here to your partner, like why these goals are important for you and why these goals are important to the partnership. So I do feel like you're going to be very honest with yourself and you're going to be able to stand your ground. You're going to be able to express yourself. The King of Swords is, swords are all about the ability to communicate and ability to express yourself. And here you're in a position of a king. So you definitely will be able to convey exactly what is it that you want out of life to your partner. They got the Tower and the Lovers here. So for them, this could be big news. For them, this could be a huge adjustment and they might not like it right away. So if you're going to tell your partner, listen, we have to change how we have to spend money, they might not like it right away. They might feel attacked. They might feel like whatever ideas you're coming up with are directly directly questioning their character, where you are just trying to make the relationship better. I do feel for many of you, the person you're connecting with will respond to your message and will be able to at least listen to you and hear you out because they really love you and because they really do consider you as a true partner here, or you consider them your true partner. The roles can always be reversed. So I do foresee a very serious conversation, and this conversation will change this relationship. And with the Tower card here as well, anytime we have a change that occurs in a relationship, sometimes those changes are really sudden and not really desirable because the way we live our life is comfortable, right? But once we go through these changes, once we go through the transformation, we realize how much better off we are because we went through this change. So let's see what the universe wants you to know here, my dear friend. The Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Sun. Exactly what I was saying. The Hangman is all about changing your perspective. So through this conversation, through ability to communicate clearly, you will be able to change how this relationship is moving forward. You will be able, if this is about money, you will be able to figure out how to become more financially stable as a couple. If this is about changing certain routines and certain things that are already been established in a relationship, like certain boundaries and whatnot, then you definitely will be able to shift those things, and all these shifts will end up in a Sun energy. And Sun energy is all about happiness, like the happiest card in the deck, all about harmony and all about success. Doesn't mean that it's going to be easy to go through this transition period, exactly how I felt it before. Change takes effort and change takes an adjustment. However, once you come out of this, you're going to be a lot happier, my dear Capricorn. Love the energies. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Have a wonderful weekend, my friend, and Happy New Year. Also, happy birthday to my Capricorns. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Let's see where my Aquarius energies are for this weekend. And let's see what the person you're connecting with is this weekend. So you got a 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles energy here, which is an interesting energy because like on one side, you feel very insecure because there's something that's missing in your life. And I feel like this has to do with your finances. For some of you, you might want to have a life of luxury. You might have a life of kind of like easygoing living where you don't have to watch every dollar that you spend, where you can wear nice clothing, where you can buy nice things for yourself, where you can treat yourself. And you could already have all of that, but for some reason you're feeling very insecure about money. So whether this energy of insecurity is real and you truly are lacking certain finances or financial stability in your life, or whether this is stemming from some kind of a childhood belief system, I don't know. But for some reason you are going to feel like you don't have enough of resources. You don't have enough money to live your life the way that you want to live your life. Maybe you don't feel like you don't have enough financial stability to share with your partner, and you truly want to treat your partner like a royalty. You want to treat them like, what they're worth. Or you might feel like your partner will like you less because you might not have enough. Does it make sense? Because that could also cause a lot of insecurity in relationships. If you feel like you cannot bring enough to the table, or if your partner is used to a certain lifestyle and now you don't have to provide that to them, or you feel like your lifestyles or financial situations are mismatched, it could definitely cause some insecurity. So you will know how exactly this plays out in your relationship for this weekend. Let's see where they are. Wow, beautiful energy. They're in a Strength and the Magician energy. So they are a very successful individual. They have really strong energy around them. They could be like magnetizing almost, because of the Strength energy around them. So they are somebody who's brave, who's compassionate, who's also very focused on on their own success and whatnot. And they're doing a lot of work. Like they're definitely putting a lot of effort into having whatever is it that they have, because the Magician is here. Like Magician is the energy of like willpower and manifestation, but this is not the energy that just like you snap your fingers and it happens. This is something that happens over a long period of time. You have to really put your work, an effort into something in order to birth it and whatnot. So they are somebody who's working hard, and whatever they have, they're definitely been building their empire because of all of the financial effort. Not just the financial effort, what's the word I'm looking at? Being financially smart, financially literate is a skill, right? And I feel like they have been that way. And maybe that's why it's making you feel a little insecure, because A, they might be, again, mismatched with your financial situation, or B, they might be a lot more frugal than you are. And that could cause some kind of friction within the relationship. Like if you want to go spend money on luxury goods with the 9 of Pentacles here, that's definitely a thing. And they're telling you, hold on, Aquarius, this is not the time to buy. You don't need this. Like you have enough. That could potentially create friction in a relationship. So let's see what the universe wants you to know. The Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. You got to change your cycle. You got to allow the cycle to change. If you don't have enough, for real, maybe it's the time to look for a new job, right? Because the 7 of Pentacles is here. It's something like beginning to work on something new. If you are not really good with your money, if you're not really responsible with your money, maybe it's the time to start gaining that financial literacy and starting to figure out how to save money, how to budget yourself. And it's also changing perspective, changing how you view what is important to you in life, because maybe buying all those luxury goods is not really what you need. Maybe buying the luxury goods represents something else in your life, and that's what you kind of have to work through and understand. And look at this, we got a Queen of Pentacles as the outcome. Once you're going to realize what is bothering you, like what is this misalignment in your relationship and why you feel so insecure about your financial situation, you're going to be able to let it go. And once you're going to be able to let it go, you will understand that there's practicality has to come before anything else. Practicality is the number one goal that you should be striving for right now. And I feel like this weekend is going to push you into like that grown-up energy of like figuring out, okay, what are my needs? What are my wants? Let me be practical about where I am, like what my finances are right now, and kind of go from there. I like this energy. Hope this reading helped you and clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful weekend, my dear Aquarius, and Happy New Year's. Of course, Happy New Year's. Hello, my dear Pisces. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my dear friend. Let's see where your energies are at this weekend. And let's see, your energies are jumping all over the place. Okay, and the person you're connecting with. Let's see what we got here. So we got the Knight of Cups and the Three of Wands energy. I love this energy. This is all about following your heart, being a romantic, kind of looking at your partner and just wanting to give them kisses or wanting that from them, right? Like that kind of like a romantic exchange where you can be nice to each other, where you can be kind to each other, where you can be just kind of holding hands and laughing. However romantic love looks like to you, I do feel like this weekend you really want to desire to share that with your partner, and you want your partner to be receptive for sure. And I also see that with the Three of Wands here, you definitely are looking at your partner and trying to figure out, where do you see yourself as a couple 5 months from now, 6 months from now, next year, 3 years from now? You're definitely looking at them and trying to figure out, are they the true individual who fully matches that ideal image of your ideal partner, or are they somebody who might not match it, right? Like there's always an opposite side to every kind of situation. But I do feel for many of you, you're gonna look at your partner and you're gonna really feel love and positive feelings, or you will want those positive feelings to exude from them. So you know your relationship best. This is just a general reading. Take what resonates, please. Let's see where your person is. Ooh. They're in an Ace of Swords and a Hierophant energy. I do feel it's very positive energy for many connections, my dear friends. If you are connecting to somebody, my dear Pisces, for most of you, it's a very positive connection, because this person that you're connecting with is having conversations with you, is sharing their desires with you as well. For many of you, you might have conversations about marriage. We have the Hierophant here. That's the card of traditional, what is it called? Like traditional institution, right? Like marriage is the oldest institution of them all. This is discussing your traditions, your family traditions. Maybe you and this person are building certain traditions around the holiday times, right? Like making those new traditions, or following the old traditions that maybe you're bringing together. I don't know, really good energy. And I feel like this is the energy of where two people truly are in love and truly are figuring out what is their life going to look like going forward. And I do again feel like for most of you, this is a energy of being together. For others of you, for a very small percent of you, you will want to have this conversation, but your person might be a little too inflexible or a little unwilling to participate in such conversation. I don't know. Let's see what the universe wants you to know here. We got the Queen of Swords the Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we have three of Wands twice in this reading. Threes are all about stability and about safety, and I feel like that's what both of you are seeking. Both of you are seeking that stability and that safety, and when you look at each other, you definitely want that from each other, if that makes sense. And what the universe wants you to do is have that conversation, have that discussion where you can clear up certain misunderstandings, certain miscommunications from before, where maybe now this is the time where you truly do define where is it that you are going toward to as a couple. Like, what are the plans that you're making together? Like, what is going to be that next step? What is going to be that commitment? I do feel for many, it's either marriage proposal, moving in proposal, just moving the relationship to the next level. Even if you're already with this person, it's kind of like, how do you continue building this relationship to make it bigger, better, stronger? Love it. A lot of great conversations are happening in this connection. And we have the Nine of Cups as an outcome here, as well as another thing that the universe wants you to look at. It's all about emotional stability and satisfaction. Allow yourselves to have the conversation, because it's only going to bring you closer. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Love these energies for you, my dear Pisces. You deserve them. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And happy 2023, my friend. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my dear friend. We had a few cards fall out, but there was like a whole bunch of cards. So let me shuffle them some more. Let's see my Aries energy for this weekend and the person that you're connecting with here. We got the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands energy here, and that's the energy of being too scared to lose something, too scared to be defeated, too scared for the relationship to fail or collapse. So for some of you, you truly might be in this state of distress where you're not sure where this relationship is going. You're not sure how to resolve the conflicts that are happening in this relationship. You might not feel like this relationship is working out. You might feel like the person you're connecting with is not giving you what you need here. You might feel like you're in constant competition with this individual, or just in overall having problems in a relationship that the other person or even you might not be willing to discuss or bring up, or too scared to bring up to have that conversation. So instead of having a conversation, this could become a screaming match where things are flying and nothing gets resolved, or it could become just keeping your mouth shut for the sake of peace, where on the inside you're just like ripping your heart apart. Wow, heavy energy. Obviously, this is a general reading, so it does not mean that it applies to all of you guys. You will know if this is your energy here. Let's see where they are. So they're in the energy of the Magician and a Page of Cups. This is the energy of somebody who is very much meticulous, very decisive, very much somebody who is, once they decide they want to do something, then they're kind of just staying on the path until the task is complete, which could be a problem here because they're also in a Page of Cups energy, and that's like a very dreamy energy. That's the energy of not really being fully in touch with reality. So here you are trying to be the adult in a relationship, and here they are just living in their dream world. And this argument, this friction can be in any area of your life. I do feel like a lot of it has to do with finances or having realistic expectations, where you know that something is not being done in the relationship to sustain or to take it how do you say it? Something is not being done for the relationship, for like your financial stability within the relationship, or the relationship is not being nurtured correctly, or being nurtured at all, or you just feel like you're being taken for granted, or your boundaries are being constantly stepped on, where they are just don't see any kind of problems at this moment. They're like, oh, it's okay, you know, we'll get the money, you know. Oh no, you know what, Aries, you're just being a drama queen, you're exaggerating, like things are not that bad. So they could be like literally gaslighting you during this time frame, during this weekend. And it's like, well, what do you do, right? What do you say? This is just an energy for the weekend, so it could just be something that comes and goes. However, I don't know. Let's see what the universe wants you to know here. What advice the universe has for Aries. 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and the King of Cups. So 8 of Wands is all about having a conversation right now, and really allowing yourself to kind of get this off your chest here, because the 9 of Swords is here as well. And that's that energy of hopelessness, energy of trauma, kind of like pushing yourself beyond your limits. What the universe wants you to do right now is figure out how to create more order in your life as you're pushing through this difficult time in your life. Does it make sense? So pretty much prioritize your needs, prioritize what you are thinking here, you know, pay attention to your thoughts, try to heal your mind here. Your mind is your priority right now, your body is your priority right now, your emotional state is your priority right now. They could be in their own la-la land, they could have their own ideas, they could feel like they're really right in regards to whatever matter it is. Your job right now is not to convince them otherwise. Your job right now is to work on yourself and allow yourself to heal from this situation. Once you're going to address what is it that's making you feel this way, and once you're going to be able to disassociate and disconnect from their energy, then you will be able to get into this energy of the King of Cups, which is really kind of calm and detached energy. And once you're calm and detached and no longer emotionally being stirred up by this partner of yours, by this person you're connecting with, then you will be able to make the decision that is the most right for you. Whether you will see clearly how to fix the situation, how to proceed with the situation, or even if you need to leave the situation. I don't know, but do take care of yourself first, because once you're calm and you become detached, and once you're calm and detached, you will be able to make the right decision for you. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Aries. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a great weekend and happy 2023, my friend. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my dear friend. Let's see where my Taurus is. Get one more shuffle. My Taurus is this weekend. And the person that you're connecting with for this weekend. You are in an Ace of Swords and a King of Swords energy. You're definitely thinking a lot. You're definitely up in your head trying to figure out what is it that needs to be done. Like, what is it that you need to do for yourself, and what is it that you need to do for this relationship. You're seeking truth, right? For many of you, you are not seeing... Or for many of you, you haven't been able to see or allow yourself to see the real truth within this relationship. You haven't been able to let yourself truly understand what is it that you're looking for within this relationship. What is it that this relationship is giving you? What is it that you want out of this relationship? And I feel like this weekend you're going to have this final breakthrough where you're going to be able to be really, really honest with yourself, and you're going to be able to really truly see for yourself very clearly what is your role in this relationship, and what kind of role does this relationship play in your life. Let's see where they are. And they're in the Knight of Cups and the Knight of and a King of Pentacles energy. So I do feel a disconnect between the two in your energies, and you could even see it in the color of the cards, where you have these like cool tones and they're like on these beautiful green tones. So they are a bit idealistic at this time frame. They are a bit kind of like hopeless romantic kind of energy as well. They are somebody who you look at as a person who is very much providing you security, who has abundance, who is prosperous, yet their head is a little bit in a la-la land almost. So you might look at them as somebody who does reckless things, who makes reckless decisions here, because the Knight of Cups is the energy of doing. It's an active energy, but this is not an energy where somebody's thinking through every single step that they're taking. This is somebody who acts out of impulse, somebody who just does things because their heart tells them to do it in the moment. That's why I feel there could be a little bit of a disconnect here. You're much more responsible energy, where they're just an energy of somebody who does things without really taking many things into consideration, and they really do feel like they are doing the right thing. They have a really self-assured attitude here. There could be somebody who spends a lot of money as well, and that could be something that's bothering you on the inside, because they are overspending, especially if you're sharing finances with this individual. They might even appear like they're doing a lot of reckless spending, or you could be relying on them for financial support, and that's why you have to sit there and kind of be or at least you feel like you have to be quiet, and you cannot really bring up the fact that they're being reckless in certain areas of their life. I don't know, but I do feel a very much disconnect, and I also feel like this weekend you're gonna have a very clear understanding of what this relationship means to you and where is your place within this relationship. You're gonna have a very clear picture this weekend. It's like, I do feel like it's like a realization that's just gonna set on you. Let's see what the universe wants you to know, what advice the universe has for you here. The Tower, the Three of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So the Tower is that card where like change is gonna happen because it's inevitable. When a tower falls down, it's because the tower never had a solid foundation to begin with. So you might realize, you might have like a really profound realization, then you and this person might not match. Or you might have a profound realization that the reason why you are in this relationship is because this relationship provides financial security to you, but it might not provide you with the love and care that you are seeking. You might also realize that you are in this relationship for whatever reason because it gives you some kind of status, some kind of financial status, right? Like, I do feel like for many of you, because this energy is a King of Pentacles, it does have to do with money. So it gives you status, it gives you prestige being in this relationship. And if this relationship was not here, then maybe you would not have a lot of things. So you might really realize why you are in this relationship, and whatever reason it is, it's all valid, right? Like, we're all in relationships for whatever reasons. It doesn't make you less than of a person. It doesn't like change anything. No relationship is perfect. Every relationship relationship has its own rules. And I think that's what the universe wants you to kind of acknowledge to yourself. Like, even if this relationship is not how you envisioned for it to be, or even if you have to like keep your true needs aside in certain areas in order to benefit in other areas, as long as you understand the game, like the rules of your game here, you're going to be just fine. Continue having a good life by bringing in friendships, by being a part of the community, by concentrating on other things that also make you happy, on other things that also bring you positive emotions. Because if you can't get it here, it's fine. You're definitely getting something out of here. You can get it out of your friends. You can get it out of your community. You can get it out of your family, out of other individuals. And once you're gonna kind of have that realization, it's gonna give you a sense of comfort and a sense of calmness as well. And I feel like you need that sense of peace right now, and this realization will definitely bring you a sense of peace. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful New Year celebration. Hello, my dear Gemini. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year. Let's see where my Gemini energies are this weekend. And let's see where the person you're connecting with is this weekend. We got the Chariot and a 7 of Wands here. I love it. Chariot is that energy of victory. Like, no matter what's being thrown your way this weekend, you kind of overcome it, and you take everything from a perspective of almost like a game, right? Like, nothing is too serious. Nothing is too important. Like, things could be falling apart, the walls could be breaking down, like the house is on fire, you know, the kids are crying. You're gonna be like, okay, whatever. Life's too short to kind of deal with this nonsense. And I really, really, really like it. Like with the 7 of Wands here, that's the energy of like things being literally thrown your way. And you're constantly kind of like playing this defense, but at the same time, you're coming out of it like super successful, like you're super in control here. And everything just works out. It's because of your attitude. So your beautiful attitude, your attitude of not taking things so serious will kind of maintain you in full control, if that makes sense. We have 2 cards of control here. So you aren't all totally in control of your well-being, of your emotional being for this weekend. Let's see where they are. Nice. They're in a Wheel of Fortune and an 8 of Wands energy. So they are seeking some kind of positive opportunities. They're seeking a positive change. They are kind of also are in a very lucky energy, similarly to you. And they also want like a lot of action. They want a lot of rapid action right now. And I feel like because they want action right now, in a sense that like they want to change things up, they might want to do things, they might have to like accomplish 35 million chores all of a sudden. They want to do this, they want to go there, they want to like, it's just, they have a lot that they want to do because they're seeking this new cycle, because they're seeking these positive opportunities that will change their life. It kind of pours over onto you, and that's why you might feel like there's stuff that's being thrown your way nonstop, and you kind of have to take it with like a playful attitude, not to get pissed off or not to get mad. And you're doing it here. Like, I really feel like you're doing it here. And that's why you're able to have a good attitude, and that's why you're able to stay in control, because you're not taking this energy too serious during this time frame. Let's see what the universe wants you to know. It's a great attitude. And another 8 of Wands. So we got the Knight of Cups and we got an 8 of Swords. We got a whole bunch of 8s on the on the table here, and with the Wheel of Fortune here as well. Things are changing in the relationship. Like things are kind of gaining, like acquiring that order that they should have. You're becoming a different person, my dear Gemini. You're becoming a person who is understanding that the world has like these two serious sides. Like for many of you, this is like a very spiritual understanding where the world is having two sides, right? And it's up to you on what side you're gonna look. In the most beautiful park, there's dog poop everywhere, right? And on the most beautiful day, there could be a car crash that killed like a bunch of people. Everything has the yin and the yang. Everything has two sides, and it's up to you to choose what side you're gonna look at. And I feel like you are choosing to look at the positive side here, at the side that brings you happiness, at the side that brings you joy, at the side that's kind of giving you the energy to push through and persevere no matter what comes. The Eight of Wands are, very loving card. It's the Cupid arrows in the tarot deck. So this is a very loving, kind energy. And that's what I feel a lot of you are choosing. The universe wants you to be lighthearted. The Knight of Cups is here. That's like a very lighthearted energy. That's kind of like following your heart and being an idealist and being a romantic. Again, like believing that things are beautiful and there's a lot more beauty than not in the world. But we all know that it's a 50-50 split. There's 50% of beauty, 50% of crap, and you are choosing to believe that there's more beauty in the world at this time frame. And just remember of that Eight of Swords energy, because it is here. And Eight of Swords energy is the false imprisonment, false victimization. Once you kind of let this negative energy in just for a second, it could really make you feel very much down. It could really make you feel disappointed in life. So that's where the universe wants you to remember. You have a choice whether to look at things from the positive perspective or to look at things from the negative perspective here. And the advice is, look at things from the light-hearted perspective. Look at things from the perspective of a romantic idealist during this time frame. And you're going to have the best time ever here. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. I love this energy. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful weekend. Super wonderful weekend and a super great 2023 celebration. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my dear friend. Let's see where my Cancer energy is for this weekend. And let's see what the person they're connecting with is this weekend. Okay, so you are in a Lovers and a Four of Pentacles energy. You want to put your partner first. You want to have a very much that like romantic encounter with your partner. You want to make sure that, I don't know if you want to make sure that, but you definitely desire to have a very loving, very kind of touchy-feely, very kind of equal exchange of beautiful emotions in your relationship during this time frame. But for some reason, you're holding yourself back. I feel a lot of holding back with this Four of Pentacles energy. And I feel like you're just not sure whether you want to give more into a relationship during this time frame, because I feel like you're not feeling like the person you're connecting with is giving to you enough. Does it make sense? Like, even though you want to have that equal give and take, even though you want to have a beautiful partnership, you just can't make yourself give into this relationship, because I feel like your person, or at least you perceive your person, to be a lot more pulled back than you want him during this weekend. Let's see where they are. They are in a Star energy and they're in a Judgment energy. Definitely makes sense why you feel like that they're not fully there, because they're not. They are very much reflecting and very much kind of very much in their own being at this time frame. They're trying to figure out their own needs right now. They're trying to heal themselves from whatever hurts that happened to them over the past little while. They're like reflecting on their life and trying to figure out how to improve their well-being, how to improve their state of mind, how to improve their situation. They really might being up all in their being here, trying to figure out what is the right thing for them to do next in order to become a better individual for themselves and for the family as well. And with the star energy here, they are kind of going through this, as I said, like this, how do I put it in words? It sucks when you feel something so strongly, but then it's like, okay, explain it now. I hate it. Oh my God, I hate it. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but this energy is so strong where this person wants to have a much better life, a much better balance in their life. They want to have much more positive outcomes in their life, and that's why they're so reflective during this time frame, where they're trying to figure out where did they go wrong, what have they done, and what can they do differently in order to improve their well-being, in order to improve their relationships, in order to bring in more positivity into their life. So they are seeking what you are seeking, but they might feel disconnected to you right now because they're pondering on these really, really, really big ideas and really, really fundamentally changing belief systems in their own selves during this time frame. So don't be afraid to give them that love. Don't be afraid to give them those kisses, and don't be afraid to be the loving person that you truly are, my dear Cancer. Let's see what the advice the universe has for you. We got the Knight of Wands, we got the Ace of Swords, and we got the Seven of Wands. Really interesting advice. Very interesting advice. And the Knight of Wands is that energy of being fearless. Don't be afraid, my dear friend. Be courageous. Don't be afraid to take action. And the action needs to happen here. You should speak up. You should be able to say what's on your mind. You should be able to tell them how you truly feel. Because it's like, if you don't tell them how you truly feel, you're gonna stay in that energy of being defensive. You're gonna stay in that energy of like perceiving that things are not going right or things are not going your way. But if you speak up, if you clarify things, if you ask him, what are you thinking about, like what is happening, like I really want to spend some time with you right now, like I really want to watch a movie with you, they might be receptive to you, and you might feel lucky, and you might feel like, okay, now you are in the control of the situation because you spoke up, because you allowed yourself to kind of step over that fear of like being too scared to share how you truly feel, because it's all here. And once you kind of pass that fear and you speak up and you share where you are, you share what you want from them, you will be pleasantly surprised at what they can actually give you. Interesting energy here, my friend. Very interesting. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And I hope you have a super wonderful 2023 celebration. Woohoo! Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my dear friend. Let's see where my Leo energies are for this time frame. And let's see where the person you're connecting with is during this time frame. We got the Four of Cups and the High Priestess energy. My dear friend, you are a little bit up in your head during this weekend. You are kind of trying to figure out your own true path in life. You're listening to your subconscious finally. You're listening to your intuition, and you're kind of trying to figure out, what does Leo want? Like, what does Leo need during this lifetime, overall lifetime, not just this time frame. I feel like for many of you, you are seeking stability. You want safety. You want security. You want like something really much stable in your life, and you almost feel like you're not sure if you fully have it, if you don't have it, if you're just kind of like not really sure how to decipher this energy, because like from one side you feel slightly disconnected. You feel like maybe you're not getting what you need out of life during this moment, but at the same time, like your intuition is telling you, like that inner voice is telling you, hold on, Leo, you are surrounded by love. You gotta trust it. So you kind of know that you gotta trust it, but at the same time, you feel disconnected. It's a really conflicting feeling, really confusing feeling here. Let's see where the person you're connecting with is at during this time frame. And they are in a Page of Swords and a Three of Cups energy. Really great energy here. They're very much restless. They're really much wanting some kind of adventure. They're trying to kind of even maybe have conversations with you about what the future may look like, of what they want out of the future, what they want to see in their lives to happen, you know. And that might be why it's making you a little confused, because even though you understand that they're coming from a place of love, even though you understand that they're coming from a place of care, and you gotta trust it, it might make you feel a little insecure in the moment, because you might not really be able to provide all of those things that they want. And I feel like they want happiness, they want joy, they want some kind of celebration in their life. They really want happiness, you know, but you might feel like you don't have it enough in you to give it to them during this weekend for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's just the weekend energy. So these energies, they could come and they can go. Let's see what the universe wants you to know here. What advice the universe has for Leo. The Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Emperor. Woo! Love it. So what the universe is telling you, my friend, stop. Trust your true intuition. Trust it. There's definitely love. The love surrounds you. You are surrounded by beautiful energies. What you gotta do is let yourself experience it. Take some action, my friend. Take action. We got a Knight of Swords and we got an Ace of Cups here. Take action to kind of start building those feelings of happiness. And how do you do it, you may ask, when you're feeling so disconnected? Is by starting to look for positive things. Is by smiling at your partner. Because when you smile at your partner, what are they going to do? They're going to smile back. And it's going to make you feel like they're smiling at you. If you give a partner a little gift, they're going to be happy. And then you're going to be able to feed off of that happy energy. And you're going to be like, wow, you know, okay, they really like me. Like, I really got it going on. Or like, it doesn't even have to be a gift. They could just be like bringing them a cup of coffee, bringing them a tea. Just be that caring person that you are. That's all you need to be right now. You don't have to kind of create anything big to make them happy. You don't have to take them out clubbing every night or like to fancy restaurants. What you need to do is do the little things to make your person feel like they're loved. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't take big, huge gestures. All it takes is the little gestures. And then it's gonna lead you into the Emperor energy. That's the energy of the stability that you're seeking here with the Four of Cups. You're gonna feel a lot more secure about yourself. You're gonna feel a lot more in control when you're going to see that your little actions of kindness, your little actions of love actually do create like this huge push in a positive direction in your relationship. I love this energy, my friend. Hope it clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a happy 2023 celebration, my friend. Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my dear Virgo. Let's see where you currently are energetically for this weekend. And let's see where the person you're connecting with is at this weekend. So you are in a Two of Swords and a Knight of Cups energy, and that's a bit of a confusing and a bit of difficult energy here. And what the universe wants you to understand is that like you truly want emotional stability, you truly want satisfaction in your relationships, and it's up to you to choose those things, right? The Two of Swords is that energy where it's the duality energy. You could view your world from a perspective of everything is bad, or you can view your world from a perspective everything is good, or you can find the middle ground. But I feel like it's going to be very difficult for you to find the middle ground. It's a lot better to just concentrate on one over the other, and obviously concentrating on the positive is what the universe is calling you to do during this time frame, because once you're going to make that decision to highlight the good in your life, you will feel a lot more stable, a lot more emotionally satisfied. It's just going to be like that shift, tremendous shift. Literally within minutes, you're going to feel how this boulder is releasing you and giving you a certain sense of lightness once you choose to see good in everything in your life, including your relationships, including the people that you're connecting with. Let's see where the person you're connecting with is at this weekend. And they're in a Judgment energy and the Seven of Swords energy. So they're dealing with their own kind of issues. They're all up in their own head, trying to figure out what's the right way, like how they should be living their life. What is the right path for them? What are the things that are like weighing them down? What are the things that they should be kind of releasing as this new year is coming? And I do feel like they have some burdens that they haven't addressed yet. And maybe they are in a very negative energy, or at least you perceiving them to be in this negative energy. And that's why you are having that complicated, confusing feeling of, okay, the world is really bad, because you're looking at them and they're carrying burdens that are not their own. They're stressing over things that they have no control over. So that might make you feel like, wait a second, the world is horrible, like look at what they're going through. And what the universe wants you to understand is that like whatever they're going through is for them to go through. That's their energy to carry. It's up to you to make the decision to view the world from a positive perspective, because this energy is available to you. This energy of emotional stability is for you to have. And unfortunately, the only way you're going to have it during this weekend is if you disassociate yourself from this energy, from this person you're connecting with. It doesn't mean running away from them. It doesn't mean that you like have to like hate them or not love them anymore. No, that's not it. It's just stop taking in their energy. Stop listening to their complaining. Make that choice, even though it's a difficult choice to make. But you gotta stop. You gotta stop yourself from getting into their energy here. Let's see what advice the universe has for you, just to clarify it a little more. Yeah, look at this: the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, and the Lovers. Beautiful. It's exactly what I was feeling, my dear Virgo. The Hermit is that energy of going into yourself. The Hermit is the energy into going into yourself and searching for your personal truth, figuring out what is making you happy. And we have the Eight of Swords here. It's like that cycle of driving yourself nuts, of overthinking, of constantly feeling like the world is going to fall apart about you, needs to end. But only you can make the choice. Only you can make a choice to finish the cycle. No one else can make it for you. Once you allow yourself to walk away from all of this negativity mentally, once you make a choice to concentrate only on the positive. Look at this, the Lover's energy is here. The Lover's energy is here, and that's the energy of love, of happiness, of, beautiful commitments, of beautiful partnerships. This relationship will gonna feel a lot lighter to you once you start concentrating on the positives within the relationship instead of allowing their bad energy to seep into your own self. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful 2023 celebration, my friend. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my friend. And your card's already falling out, so let me pick it up off the floor. It's going to be your first card for my dear Libra here and your energies. And let's see the energy of the person you're connecting with here. We got a Two of Swords and the Hierophant card for you, my dear Libra. Two of Swords is all about making difficult decisions and making difficult choices. And I feel like you're going to be making difficult decisions that pertain to like certain traditional values, certain ethics, or certain moral codes that are within you. And you might need to either your moral code is going to be challenged during this weekend by your partner, or you might be evaluating whether being with this person is worth it. Also, the Hierophant is the card of marriage. So you could be thinking whether a marriage with this person is what you want to do, for those of you who are thinking of further commitment, or whether moving in with this person is worthwhile, or whatever it is, like something that's like fundamentally important to you is going to be challenged this weekend, and you're going to be required to make some kind of a decision, or at least you are being called to make a decision right now during this time frame. Let's see where your person is that you're connecting with. Then a Nine of Swords and a Nine of Wands energy. Wow. They are not in a good place, my dear friend. They are in the energy of feeling defeated. They are in the energy of hopelessness, anxiety, distress. They could be really sick as well. They're also kind of like pushing it through while they barely have any energy left. And this could be the reason why you are unsure about this relationship in some type of way, because there could be some arguments that they are starting during this time frame because of the way that they feel. Those arguments have nothing to do with you as an individual. Those arguments have to do with something that they're dealing with. So they could be going through some kind of trauma, or something may have triggered their past trauma that hasn't been healed yet. Or again, they could be sick. When you're sick, you are in that state of distress where no matter how nice somebody is to you, you just want to be left alone. You have no energy to say things in a nice way. And that's why you might be having second thoughts about this situation. Or they might say certain things to you, like traditions came up for me before. If let's say you have a certain family tradition that you do something during New Year's. I don't know what it is. My family doesn't have any New Year traditions. Well, like some people write messages on paper, right? And it might be important for you to write that message on a piece of paper, and they just look at you and go like, oh, come on, Libra, this is so stupid. Like, why would you even waste your time? You know what I mean? About something that's sort of important to you, they may just kind of dismiss it as it's something silly or unimportant, like really diminish and make you feel very little in the moment. And obviously it's not an excuse, but there's something underneath it all that's making them respond in such a way, that's making them short, that's making them argumentative. There's something there that they need to fix. Again, it's sickness, anxiety, trauma. There's something there that's making them super distressed and feel the way that they're feeling. Not an excuse. However, maybe it's going to give you a little bit of a perspective of why they are being this way. Let's see advice from the universe, what they want you to know. Yeah, we got the first card is Temperance, and that's all about patience. It's be patient towards this individual during this time frame. You know, that difficult choice that you feel like you need to make, you don't need to make any choices during this time frame, even if though they might, you know, come off annoying, stubborn, really probably not cool in any possible way. Just give them a little grace. Give yourself a little grace. Don't make any decisions during this time frame. And Page of Cups is here. Like, try to be lighthearted, you know, try to kind of be that good supportive friend. Try to be sensitive and try to be understanding towards their, you know, experience of what they might be going through, but also be kind to yourself. You know, be nice to yourself and don't take any of their jabs to heart. Just kind of whatever they want to flip out, let them flip out. Just kind of ask them if they need a cup of water, ask them if they want a sandwich, and just kind of go and do you, you know, like enjoy you and seek that positivity within yourself during this time frame. And the Emperor is here as well. You know, if you are giving yourself grace and if you're giving this whole relationship a little grace, with the Temperance card here and the Page of Cups here, it's gonna heal. You know, the better emotional feelings will come into this relationship. Pages are also indicative of a new cycle, and a new cycle will come, and you will regain the structure and control within your relationship. You will regain that authority, and you will regain your true standing, your true position in this relationship. Just again, give them a little time. Obviously, if they're abusive and this continues on, that's not to condone their behavior, but I feel like that would be for a very small percent of you, and you guys can make that discernment. Like, if somebody is abusive towards you, and this is not just like this weekend, this has been ongoing, and if this continues to happen, obviously the choice here, you know what choice you gotta make, you know. Then be patient with yourself. But if this is just kind of stemmed out of nowhere, be patient with this person. It's gonna pass. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Libra. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful 2023 celebration, my friend. Hello, my dear Scorpio. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my friend. Let's see where our Scorpio energies are at this weekend. And let's see the person you're connecting with. Where are they this weekend? Oh, we got 2 sevens. We got the 7 of Cups and 7 of Wands. You know, 7s are all about wisdom. 7s are all about figuring out the truth and kind of having that fog clear out in our lives, having all the hidden energies come to the surface, and finally show us what the life truly is, you know, what the person in front of us, who the person in front of us is truly is, who are they? You will find out this weekend for sure. And I also want to note, like, cups are all about feelings, and I feel like you are kind of understanding that this relationship is not being very certain to you, or at least hasn't been, or at least is not this specific weekend. There have been some uncertainty within this relationship, and you are not sure why this has been happening. There has been like some kind of arguments, maybe like nitpicking from the partner, like things were like little jabs, like maybe the partner would tell you, you know, oh Scorpio, you're gonna wear these shoes, like really? That the shirt, you gotta wear this shirt? Like having like little comments about what you wear, maybe about your hair, maybe about like how you eat, how you hold your fork, you know, like those little things that are not really important in life, but they were jabbing you with those little things. So they could say like, oh, you know, why would you, you know, call your friend like at this hour? I don't know, whatever it is, there's been some uncertainty in the way that you're feeling towards this relationship because of the jabs, because of all of those little sly comments that this partner has been making. You feel like you've been kind of persevering and trying to stay in control, but you've been having to defend yourself constantly as you are in this relationship. Again, this is a general reading, so this energy is not for everyone, but for those of you who this message is for, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. This person has not been kind towards you, and that has created a certain level of uncertainty within your relationship. Let's see where they are at. They're in a Queen of Wands and the Moon energy. And the Queen of Wands is a very kind of confident energy. Is the energy of determination. Is somebody who kind of knows what they're talking about, and they are not scared to say it. Or maybe not even knows what they're talking about, but they feel like they know what they're talking about, and they're not scared to say it. And unfortunately, their emotions are not really clear at this moment either. They're going through something. They're going through something that may have been hurting them from their past. I mean, the moon is here. The moon energy is so weird because it's like that energy of like deep emotional feelings, but they're not always clear. Like, you know, you could be feeling so much. Like the feelings are overwhelming because you're feeling them so strongly, yet they're confusing. Like, where are they coming from? And I feel like they've like tapped into some childhood fears. Maybe they're just scared of losing you. Maybe they're just scared of losing this relationship. Maybe they're just kind of I don't know. They're just insecure in their own way. Like maybe they feel towards you like a lot of emotions and it just scares them. You know what I mean? So instead of understanding and processing the fact that they are scared, there's some kind of underpinning fear, or their emotions are just overly strong here for no reason. They're jabbing you and they're kind of pushing you away. And in the end of the day, what they can say is that like, no, Scorpio walked away because Scorpio decided to walk away, without really realizing that they've been jabbing and stabbing you for quite some time. I don't know. Really confusing energy here. So you feel the uncertainty and they're confused, and that's why there could be a little turbulence this weekend. Let's see the advice from the universe. Let's see what the universe wants you to do. We got another 7. We got 7 of Swords. We got the Queen of Pentacles. And we got the Hierophant. So, as I said before, 7s are all about bringing things to the surface. 7s are also deceptions. And the universe wants you to acknowledge that, you know what? Maybe they're acting the way that they're acting because of all the things that we don't know, because of the hidden energies, because they have not processed something. With this Sevens of Swords here as well, I really strongly feel like it's all about being tactical. It's all about being strategic here. It's all about kind of understanding that this person, or at least giving this person grace and look at them from a perspective of a hurt child, and maybe approach them with like the kid gloves, right? Like from that perspective, if they're hurt and that's what they're doing it, how should you react to this? Should you be defensive? No. Should you be upset at the relationship? No, because it has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with them. Obviously, I'm not a shrink. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a counselor. So I cannot give you like the best advice. However, the way I'm feeling this energy is to kind of act strategically, act from a place of understanding that this person is going through something. And when you change your perspective and look at them as somebody who needs help, not who is a bully, it will change your thinking and will change your attitude. It will change how you view them as well, and that's gonna bring you a certain stability. Like it's gonna bring you practicality in your thought, you know, because the Queen of Pentacles is here, and that's all about practicality, all about being understanding and being the person who is a listener. So if you allow them to speak and allow them to share what is it that's truly bothering them underneath it all, they might actually share. But if you continue being defensive and continue taking whatever the jabs that they're throwing at you personal, then that energy of honesty might not come through. Does it make sense? I hope that it makes sense, because the Hierophant is here too, which is like the healer of the people. The Hierophant here has like a lot of healing potential. If you understand that they're hurt and you view them as a hurt child and allow them, you know, give them some level of understanding and be the listener instead of like somebody who needs to defend themselves from this person, certain level of healing will come not only to this relationship but also to them, which in result will clear out all of this uncertainty that you are feeling. Very strong energies here. And you know, if this message is resonating with you strongly, then I do appreciate that the clarity will come. I do appreciate that healing will come. And it's in your hands to heal this relationship, my dear Scorpio. Maybe even seek a counselor, you know, seek like marital counseling or relationship counseling. There's no shame in that. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a happy 2023 celebration, my friend. Hello, my dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your weekend love check-in for the weekend of December 31st through January 1st. Happy New Year, my friend. Let's see where my Sagittarius energies are. My Sagittarius energies are flying out. They flew out. They flew out face up. And let's see the person that you're connecting with here. Well, you are in this energy of the Fool and the Seven of Swords. That's the energy of kind of leaving certain burdens behind and allowing yourself a whole new beginning. Or at least that's the energy that's available to you. You've been carrying a lot of burdens that are not yours to carry, my dear friend. You've been thinking a lot. You've been overthinking. Swords are about about the communication, about like your thought process. And for many of you, you've been overthinking. You've been constantly kind of trying to figure out, scheming and scamming in your head, like how to move forward, how to get things done, how to get things accomplished. What if this happens? Then how am I going to respond to this? What if that happens? How am I going to respond to that? You've been having all of these thoughts nonstop, driving you essentially insane. And right now you have this energy of new beginning available to you if you allow your mind to slow down and if you allow yourself to let go of this control. The Fool energy is all about innocence, is all about being a free spirit, is all about kind of giving yourself freedom. And the only way you can give yourself freedom is when you let go of control. So I feel like some of you are letting go of control this weekend, and that's where you're going to feel much lighter and the wisdom is just going to pour into you. Or for others of you, I feel like you will just realize that these burdens, like this constant thinking, is just not really working for you anymore, and in result you will allow yourself to slow down and kind of allow yourself to start this new year from a different place in life almost. Let's see the person you're connecting with, where they are. The Four of Wands and the Three of Cups energy. Very beautiful energy. Energy of celebration. We have two celebration cards here. Energy of joy. When you look at this person, you think of home. Not any kind of home, a very happy home. They make you happy. They give you joy. They give you some kind of positivity, lots of positivity, and you like them for that a lot. You love them for that a lot. So I feel like you might be looking at this person you're connecting with. You might be seeing that beautiful Four of Wands and a Three of Cups energy, and that's why you're starting to let go a little bit of these burdens that you're carrying on yourself, because you're realizing, wait a second, this is not the way to live your life. You gotta find happiness, and the only way you can find happiness is if you stop thinking about all of those things that are driving you nuts, all of the bad things that are happening in your life, all the things that you need to fix. At least for this weekend, I feel like you're going to be inspired enough to give yourself some mental freedom. Let's see what the universe wants you to know, what advice the universe has for Sagittarius. The Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, the Ace of Swords. Love it. So the universe wants you to know, stay in that practical energy. Stay with doing whatever you need to get done. Do not let your mind wander. Like pay your bills, take the garbage out, like get your chores done, like feed your pet, I don't know, take your kids wherever your kids go. Like stay within that routine, stay within that practical energy, and don't let your mind wander too much. If you keep yourself busy with manual tasks, you will realize how all of a sudden you will just feel a lot more happiness, a lot more joy, a lot more harmony. Because when you're keeping your hands occupied, it's kind of like your mental space does not have enough space in there to wander. Does it make sense? So if you have hobbies that you like, if you have sports that you play, you can go to the gym, like whatever. If you have something to do, do it. Get your mind distracted during this weekend, and then you will get this energy of happiness and also very celebratory energy, into your life. This is also the energy of love, energy of appreciating the beautiful things in life, energy of harmony. And you will have a breakthrough. You will realize that, wait a second, if you're keeping your mind free, if you let go of this control over your mind, the solutions will somehow just come. You know, the breakthroughs will happen. The universe will make sure that your problems are solved. Obviously, it doesn't mean that you have to forget about all your problems. No. But the universe is telling you, like right now, this weekend, allow your mind to breathe. By overthinking, you're not getting anywhere. But once you relinquish that control, you will see how solutions will just come into your mind. Very beautiful energy, very adult energy too. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Sagittarius. I don't know, this was supposed to be a relationship reading, and this has ended up being about you reading. But they are inspiring you. Your relationship is what's inspiring you to be a lot easier in your energy. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful time celebrating 2023, my friend.